Hey, everybody. Welcome to the local show. Welcome to Northwind Manor. We're very glad that you're here. Is the live feed living? It's going? Okay. So when I say, hey, everybody, welcome to the local show, I need you all to go crazy. Hey, everybody, welcome to the local show. That's perfect. So that's how you should clap after every one of their songs, okay? Feed them, love them with your claps. Very, very, very thankful that you're all here, and I can't wait to hear this amazing lineup of people. I'm going to quickly introduce everybody and get out of the way. Right behind me is the amazing Andrew Osenga. And you're going to introduce Walker later, right? Okay, got it. Right here we have Chris and Jenna Badaker, which is also a.k.a. the Wild Harbors. Please welcome Wild Harbors. This is Joel Ansett. Please welcome Joel Ansett. And one of my favorite people on the planet Earth, Skye, Peterson. And Diana Dockery on the end. All right. Gotta make my thumbprint work. Okay.
Early in the morning, I'd like to rise, spend a little time in quiet, creeping through the shutters, falling on my wife. The sun is calling me to shine. Early in the morning, time still flies, minutes, hours lost as treasures. My tiny baby's breathing, keep her every day. Soon she'll leave her crib forever. Oh, oh, early in the morning, it's crisp and clean. Feels just like my summer camp. The dew was never soggy, but your shoes got wet. In 7th grade, I held a girl's hand. And early in the morning, my dad runs. Mom is getting dressed for school. And Rob is getting ready to start another job. He's hoping this one sticks for good. Oh, early in the morning in my neighborhood, the cars are louder than the trains, and Kenny's in his wheelchair tearing up the cul-de-sac. He's smiling but he prays for change. And early in the morning, Meredith returns from her dreaded paper route. She wakes Gracie up for breakfast, drops her off at school without got a hint about her second job. No, she doesn't know about her second job. These days they are a river that we're all floating down. Every loved one, every neighbor, in Tennessee and my hometown. So let us not take this for granted. Let us not waste a second hand. Let your love rage like a lion, and let your heart break like a lamb. Early in the morning, early in the morning, early in the morning. This is Walker Owsley on the pedal steel. I forgot to give you the DI. Sorry about that. Just turn it on.
It's fine. It's just the first song. No one's crying.
To run away from anything on fire, and never told that everything gold was refined in flame. When it came to friction, I fixed my eyes onto the floor, and when they closed the door, I learned to do the same. I was taught that love was always easy, always fine. It never crossed my mind that we could ever be so far gone. The more I bite my tongue, the more we seem to fall apart. The more I start to think that maybe I was wrong. This is like running headlong straight into a hurricane. It's breaking down the door to a house on fire. All you wanted was to know that I was on your side. All I wanted was to keep the wolves at bay. I kept myself protected at the cost of being true.
2 for 2. Gonna try and keep it going here. Now that I am older, I thought I'd be over trying to fit in. I hide my face again. I wanna see myself clearly, like when you're near me, showing me who I am. How do I keep forgetting? Too many voices, lights and loud noises, telling me who I am, throwing me around again. But you put my mind at ease. You put my mind at ease. Morning by the river, I could hear you whisper and show me where I've been, keeping up a trend, fell for it again. I should get some rest, but I don't know how. You see it in my eyes when I spiral down. I'm self-aware to self-absorbed, can't escape the back and forth. You calm me down and tell me more. I wanna see myself clearly, like when you're near me, showing me who I am. How do I keep forgetting? There's too many voices, lights and loud noises, telling me who I am, throwing me around again. But you put my mind at ease. 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 You put my mind at ease.
Oh, you're not
This is Diana Dockery on keys.
Well, hey guys, how you doing? So fun to be here. God, you guys, it's a real honor to play songs for you. It is a gift to, for real, it's a gift to play on songs for you, and it's a gift to be with you guys. What a treat. No lie, about 5 minutes before we were gonna, no, 2 minutes before I was gonna leave to come here tonight, my dog got hit by a car. But she's okay. But she got hit by a car. I know. So, I know. Right? But she's okay. But, so we're still kind of like, we're texting, we're like, she's okay, right? They're like, yeah, she's okay. Her tail's wagging. She's fine. She's at the vet. Her name's Pippa. She's 7 pounds. She's got tire marks on her body. But we don't think it's weird. Anyway, just thought we'd tell you that. We don't understand what happened, but she's okay. So, they just thought I'd share that because you needed to know. Life is weird, right? Life is weird. That's the point of the story. This year, for my birthday, and I'm not usually a birthday guy, but because I've been such a not birthday guy for so many years, I decided I was going to do something for my birthday. And I spend most of my living helping other people with their songs. And I rarely ever spend any time with my own songs. And for the most part, I'm glad for that. It's just good for me and my own mental health. But for my birthday, I was like, you know what? I'm going to spend a day listening, just playing my own songs just for me. And so I called up some friends who have a studio, and I went to their studio, and I played my songs all day. I brought a bunch of guitars, and I just said, this is my birthday present to me. I'm playing my songs. And it was so fun. And maybe not for them, but for me, but it was for me. And so I think in a week or two, I'll announce, we'll do this, but I'm going to release we made a whole record of just that day. We'll release it on vinyl. It's just me and my birthday songs of my favorite songs. So it's been really fun to kind of rediscover the songs songs from 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago and go, oh man, it's fun to see what I wrote then and how I've changed, how they've changed, and it's fun to just see who we become. So I'm gonna play some old songs today. It's really fun to rediscover them. So you got my DI. Okay. I'm gonna take a drink of tea. My dog's alive. Here we are. You guys are awesome. These guys are amazing. All right. Do it for Pippa. This song is about how I'm no longer a fundamentalist. Okay.
I was the firstborn son of a firstborn son. In the wake of family tragedy, after fruitless years, I was the chosen one to plant the flag of destiny. To eyes who saw what they had seen, I was a screaming, bloody symbol of life and what it once had been, before the marching crush of evil. I was the firstborn son of a firstborn son. We prayed each night to the risen God for our loved ones' health and safety. Then we locked the doors and windows up, 'cause there was no danger and we were not free.
The big bad world was on the hunt, and its dogs were fixed on our scent. But while clouds of fear may block the sun, still the earth remains in orbit. And this first... Nope, there's no words there. Sorry. I'm supposed to leave it dramatic. Like, woo. God help the man who helps himself. He needs no other devil. Give us courage now to say farewell to this fear and watch it crumble. Worked a job since I was 12 years old, a student of the middle class of America. Pull up your bootstraps, baby, you're on your own. You are what you have, and you don't have much. The manna rained down from the sky, and I looked for explanation. And Moses walked the sea bone dry in my father's generation. And this firstborn son won't stop asking why. Why? God help the man who helps himself. He needs no other devil. Give us courage now to face myself and dance as these walls crumble, torn down by the blood, torn down by the blood of the firstborn son. Walker House. Feels like very Nashville feeling to be having a front row seat to one of your favorite songs of all time, and also have to think, man, I gotta go after that. It's a great song. I love it.
So good.
Man, well, yeah, we're glad to be here. Really grateful. This is my wife, Jenna.
Hi.
This is Baby B.
Yep.
Your guess is as good as mine.
I know. I am 9 months pregnant today, y'all. So just stay. Just stay through it. Everything's fine. Everything's gonna be great.
Nobody breathe too hard. Don't make any sudden movements. Yeah. That's right. Oh man, keep your applause to a nice. Just everybody chill. Well, man. Well, I promise I won't mention it before every single song we do tonight, but we are in the middle of a Kickstarter right now.
We are.
And which is relevant because we're getting ready to release some music, and this is one of the songs from our upcoming project that we were hoping to share with you guys.
Yeah. So if we raise the funds for this Kickstarter, then we'll get to release it with a bunch of fun stuff. And if not, no one will ever hear it again. So, if you want to hear this song, which is called Greyhound, then just Google Kickstarter Wild Harbors, and you'll find it.
And Dewey, could I have just a little bit less guitar on that wedge?
Sweet. Dewey, is it also possible that my vocal is like over there, and could it be over here? Hey, thank you. You're the best.
Where's my vocal? It's somewhere. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Anyway.
Cool.
So Andy produced our first record as Wild Harbors that we put out. And on this song and this project of songs, we said, hey, we miss you. Can you come play guitar on it? So he does indeed play guitar on the recording of this song, which we are so grateful for.
Mm-hmm.
He's the best.
Yeah, so we're going to play it. It's not a song I really knew if I liked or not when we went into the recording process. It was a bit weird because I liked the song, but when I sang it, I kind of had this weird feeling of like, I don't know if I like this person telling this story. There's sort of a weird person in my head. And I didn't know what to make of that for a while, and then I think I just hit upon this point where I was kind of like, oh, I think they're unreliable. I think the narrator of this song is an unreliable person who's not totally telling the truth. And so it made me kind of just curious, like, what is the other side of this story? And I think that's the song I need to write next and just have both together to make sort of the pair. But this is just the first part of it for now. You're stuck with one person's version of it, so who knows? It's called Greyhound.
You hit the ground running and you didn't look back. Watched you disappear into the haze. You didn't have a penny or a prayer or a plan of attack. And now I'm watching hopes that you will come back someday. Well, maybe you will, maybe you won't. Hard to say from the look in your eyes. Oh, but if you don't, it won't catch me by surprise. You're a greyhound, baby. It's gonna catch up to you one day. I tried to be enough to keep you, but it's in your blood to keep running away. Looking back now, it was never gonna be enough. You were always waiting on the sound of a gun to crack. And now you're burning full speed, yeah, you left us all in the dust. Hoping to find a way to prove you were on the right track. Well, maybe you will, maybe you won't. Hard to say from the look in your eyes. Oh, but if you don't, it won't catch me by surprise. You're a greyhound, baby. It's gonna catch up to you one day. I tried to be enough to keep you, but it's in your blood to keep running away. You're a greyhound, baby. Oh, you are the pride before the fall. You couldn't see how much I loved you. I couldn't see the writing on the wall. Say from the look in your eyes. Oh, but if you don't, it won't catch me by surprise. 'Cause you're a greyhound, baby. It's gonna catch up to you one day. I tried to be enough to keep you, but blood to keep running away. Your greyhound, baby, is gonna catch up to you one day. One day I tried to be enough to keep you, but it's in your blood to keep running away. Oh, I tried to be enough to keep you, but it's in your blood to keep running away.
We got a bunch of rock stars up here. Okay, this is a song about meeting someone and then thinking, I'm not a fan. This is very mean. It might be happening to you right now. But we do this to one another every now and then. We make snap judgments based on very limited information. This is a good song for an election year, I have found. That's all we need to say about that. But no, when I do this, if I make a snap judgment, usually what happens is if I hang around for another 30 seconds or so, maybe even less, usually something about this person's story will reveal itself, and then I'll realize I'm a terrible person. I got a little ahead of myself. It happens every time, just like that. This song was inspired partly by the movie Boyhood, which is an older movie, but if you've ever seen that, I was watching that and I was thinking about hidden pain. I think we're usually underestimating the amount of hidden pain, and I guess that's a lot of words for where the song came from. But it's a song called Through. I heard some things to make me think I shouldn't care for you. But talk is cheap, especially when we only care for half the truth. And I don't know what you've been through. Don't know what you've been through. I'm scared to hear your point of view. Don't know what you've been through. I've seen the signs in black and white and on the screen, but eyes can lie when the movie in your mind isn't us first, them routine. And I don't know what you've been through. Don't know what you've been through. I'm scared to see myself in you. Don't know what you've been through. It'll never be my place to judge you. Forgive me for the times I do. Don't know what you've been through. 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 I'm scared to love, there's no excuse. I don't know what you've been through.
Two minutes before we walked out here, my dog did not get hit by a car. But 2 minutes before, I was trying to figure out how to introduce this song, and where I was trying to figure out why, like in the round, things sometimes stress me out more than just like a full-length show. And I realized that like with 4 songs, it's like I feel this pressure to like accurately represent who I am and what I believe, and it's like, oh, you got to choose the right songs, you know. And because in reality, whenever I describe my music as like Christian music, I think that means a lot of different things for different people, and a lot of people think like it's hands in the air kind of worship music, and I think that some of my songs are that way, and I also think some of it's like fists in the air, like why Lord, and I think it's important to have both, and this song felt like a good picture of the whole story of what my faith kind of looks like these days. So this is called Sound and Silence. My choir director was harsh, but it made him the perfect teacher. By waving his wand, he took folks who could sing, and he made them singers. And I didn't enjoy it that much, but one thing that he said really stuck. He said, music is sound and silence. Sound and silence. Paid too much for a copy to go, and I wandered the lonely city. I decided that I had grown deaf, or that God just gave up on speaking. It felt like a permanent pause, but I think it was part of the song, one half of the sound and silence. Oh, sound and silence. Head in hands, I've sobbed on a pew to the sound of an empty church, where the echo of Sunday's song died, leaving silence too deep for words. But every beautiful song has a break. Every pause holds a meaningful place, and it sears when the silence begins, and it sings when the choir comes back in, 'cause music is sound and silence. Oh, sound and silence. Oh, music is sound and silence. Oh, sound and silence. Thank you.
Well, thus ends the first half. We're going to take about a 10-minute intermission. Let you guys stretch your legs. The bathrooms are through the archway right here. If you want scones, we are here for you. Rachel, our friend Rachel, this is wonderful. Would you mind telling them about anything they need to know, Rachel? Can you talk a little slower? I'm just kidding. Please don't. Speed it up. I dare you.
Let's go, baby.
It was just fantastic. I was like, Joel's like, yeah, you're just,
Dude, thank you for speaking life into it. Thanks for listening. It means a lot to me. These interactions are like, that's kind of what keeps it going, guys. Because you wonder, what are we doing? Are these songs? I go through ways where I believe they're important, but then to hear that they're random in any fashion, it's like, all right, let's continue.
I know every acoustic version of it is too.
There's one this Friday. I haven't been promoted, but I'm like, oh shit, that's this Friday.
My sister, I told her that I was going to see her. I can't wait to actually talk to her. She said, tell him that Idols has changed my life.
Oh,
Like, no.
that's a throwback.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to learn that one again. That's deep, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, we've run through your.
Hey, everybody. Is everybody kind of back in here? Good. I am going to make a few announcements. We want to say some thank yous. Thank you. Big thanks to Rachel Mader for cooking. Thank you to Macy Legler, wherever Macy is. We want to say a big thank you to Brandon Hayes for putting this show together. Thank you, Brandon. Also, Dewey Boyd. And Dewey, can you introduce your assistant? What's up, Aiden? It's not my son, Aiden. It's another Aiden. And then also, who am I forgetting? Hey, Garrett. Yep. Doing the media stuff. Thank you for that. Anybody else? I want to make sure that I'm saying my thank yous. So for those of you guys who have never been here before, I feel like I'm seeing some first timers. Raise your hand if this is your first time coming to a concert here. Awesome. We're glad you're here. So this is Northwind Manor, and it's kind of one of the things that the Rabbit Room hosts, and the Rabbit Room is a wonderful ministry that does a whole lot of things you can find all about online. But one of the things that we encourage is this idea that art nourishes community and community nourishes art, that there's this wonderful symbiosis between the two things, and this is an expression of that. And part of what I mean by that is these concerts wouldn't be able to happen without our Rabbit Room members. So I want to say a thank you to the folks who are members of the Rabbit Room. So if you are a member in this room, we're not going to make you clap your hands, but let's give a big round of applause to the members at home and here. Thank you to those guys. If you want to know what that means, it's a great way of supporting the work that we do, and you can find out about that online. I also want to, and there's probably information in here somewhere about membership if you want to know. Just grab one of us, we can tell you about it. And then also, the barn next door is the shipping office where Laura Trout, who's kind of the guru of all things Rabbit Room shipping and the Rabbit Room store, she has created this beautiful space that is open to you guys after the concert is over. So when we're done in here, we've got to kind of reset the room. So like bring your conversations onto the back deck, talk as long as you want. But go check out the store if you want to pick up any books or music or whatever. Or just browse. It's basically like a Barnes and Noble in a barn. Which means it's not like Barnes & Noble at all. So any other announcements? Did I cover everything? Cool. So it just occurred to me that this week is the 27th anniversary of the death of Rich Mullins. And if you don't know who Rich Mullins was, he was one of the great songwriters. My favorite songwriter, probably. Is this? And I just was like, ooh, I got to do a song. And this is Johan Glidden. Please welcome Johan. I know that Johan is a big Rich Mullins fan, and I just remembered that. And I was like, hey, do you know this song? Will you play it with me? So he said yes, and we're going to see what happens. And I also said, this one's in E. You want to see what happens? Here we go. It's amazing. He wrote this song so many years ago, but with the craziness of the world, it feels as appropriate as ever. Oh, yeah, sorry. I forgot. Thank goodness.
And the coal trucks come a-running with their bellies full of coal, and their big wheels a-humming down this road that lies open, like the soul of a woman who hid the spies that were looking for the land of the milk and the honey. And this road, she is a woman. She was made from a rib cut from the sides of these mountains, or these great sleeping atoms who are lonely even here in paradise, lonely for somebody to kiss them. And I'll sing my song. Yes, I'll sing my song in the land of my sojourn. And the lady in the harbor, she still holds her torch out to those huddled masses who are yearning for a freedom that still eludes them. The immigrants' children see their brightest dreams shattered. On the New Jersey shoreline, in the greed and the glitter of those high-tech casinos, but some mendicants wander into a cathedral, and they stoop in the silence, and there their prayers are still whispered, and I'll sing their song. Yes, I'll sing their song in the land of my sojourn. Nobody tells you when you get born here how much you'll come to love it and how you'll never belong here. So I'll call you my country, but I'll be lonely for my home. I wish that I could take you there with me. And down the brown brick spine of some dirty blind alley, all those drain pipes are dripping out the last sons of thunder, while off in the distance the smokestacks keep belching back this city's best answer. And the countryside was parked with all of those mail pouch posters thrown up on the rotting sideboards of these run-down stables, like the one that Christ was born in when the old world started dying and the new world started coming on. And I'll sing his song. Yes, I'll sing his song in the land of my sojourn. Yes, I'll sing his song in the land of my sojourn. And Lord, I'll sing your song in the land of my sojourn.
Andrew Osenga.
I don't remember my own words. Case in point. What? Thank you, good sir. So what? Oh, 6542. Okay. So it's super fun to be here. Skye, you write amazing songs, and you sound like an angel. Joel, you also sound like an angel, but like Gabriel with like a sword, like a flaming sword. guys sound like, I don't know, twin angels. I don't know. You guys sound awesome. If you guys don't follow Chris and Jenna on Instagram, you are missing out, capital M-O. They are crushing the Instagram game right now. They are my favorite thing on Instagram. I don't know how you, what else you do. You just make funny things all the time. Like, it takes me 7 hours to make one picture on Instagram. It's so, I'm racked with just shame and terror every time. Are they gonna like me? And you guys just make the funniest, you guys have gotta, I'm kidding. It's amazing. Just follow them right now. Get out your phones, follow Wild Harbors, and then put your, thank you for obeying, and then put your phone down. And then pay attention, because we're playing you songs, and it's rude to have your phones out, okay? Also, you need to know, this is, I've played a show one time with a person who was more pregnant than Jenna. So I had done this album. As a guitar player, I'd gotten hired by this, I shouldn't tell this story, but I'm going to. There was this very rich baseball player, and he was married to this model, or maybe she's a wannabe influencer model girl, and she was, I played guitar on her record, and then she did a release concert, and she was 9 months and 45 days pregnant, and she was 6 feet at 6 inches tall. She was the tallest woman I've ever met in my life. And was so pregnant. I cannot express to you how pregnant this woman was. And I did not really know her. We were not friends. I just met her and she paid me. You know what I mean? And so I got hired to then play guitar at her show. And I knew the drummer and I didn't know the other people. And then we didn't see her at the show. We sound checked, and then they're yeah, she's gonna come out because she's pregnant, so she's just gonna get here and she's just gonna walk on stage. So we're there and we're ready, and there's a crowd, and then she comes out and she is dressed, I kid you not, like a bird, and she is so tall, dressed like a bird, and starts dancing so hard, and we're this baby is gonna fall out, and we're just looking at each other she's going to give birth. She's going to sing, and she's going to give birth. Anyway, that's the most pregnant person I've ever been on a show with. So this is a song that's about nothing like that. Wow, this is the worst segue of all time. I'm not going to tell you what the song is about, because it's really, truly the worst segue of all time. I wrote the song about community, and it's fun to be out here with friends. Yeah, there's a song about friends and how they carry us. And this year's been one where this song has taken on a new meaning. So, thankful for my friends. It's been a long year, like a sleepless night. Jacob wrestled the angel, but I'm too tired to fight. Every Wednesday, for 10 years we've met. I showed you all my anger, my doubts and bitterness. There was no judgment in your eyes, just the silent peace of God that felt so real in you. Will you hold the light for me? Will you hold the light for me? And I stay up late, 'cause I cannot sleep. Don't wanna face the quiet where it's just God and me. 'Cause I'm waiting for the gavel, handing me the sentence down. I don't believe forgiveness or even repentance now. 'Cause there was no judgment in your eyes, just the silent peace of God that felt so real in you. Will you hold the light for me? Will you hold the light for me? Hey. I wanna feel redemption flowing through my veins. I wanna see with clear eyes beyond lust and hate. I want the war to be over, to know the good guys won. I want love to hold me, to know I'm not alone. Standing round a willow weeping, we were praying in the backyard. Ooh. In the chill of the night, the friendship light reminded us who we are. Who we are. Who we are. Thanks.
So good. So good. Oh man. So we have this child very clearly imminent, and we have a toddler, and as such, things have taken us a little longer to do than we might have thought in the past couple of years. But we recorded a group of songs a little while ago, and finally just got to release another one of them a few weeks ago. And the song is called "Break My Heart," and it feels so good to finally release a new thing again. I'm like, here's just one song, here it is. But oh my gosh, yes, like we've been holding this for so long. And we hope to do a lot more of that through the Kickstarter that we are running. which I don't know if I mentioned, but but truly, it is such a joy to get to bring these songs into the world. And this is a song that Chris wrote. It was the first song that you wrote after quarantine and pandemic life just kind of squelched all of the songwriting in both of us for quite a while.
Am I talking about that?
I mean, that was my lob.
Oh, that was-
You
I
do
caught
with
it.
it what you will.
I caught it and nobody even knew that I
Okay.
wasn't ready for it. Yeah,
There it was.
it was a weird time in the pandemic for me as an artist because I felt like so much online content was kind of having this message of like, this is the time you know all the real artists because they're the ones knuckling up and hustling down and they got no more excuses, no day job to go to. Just write a whole album, write 2 albums. Now we're gonna see all this like great stuff emerge, and I just didn't feel that way at all. I felt like I had all the time in the world, like they were saying, but I didn't have any of the energy to use it. I was just kind of surrounded by this void of chaos and just kind of privately, quietly wondering when I got to go out and be a singer again. And turns out that's not like the most inspiring place to sit. And I never know if I'm supposed to tell this story or not, because it's like part of the song, but it's also like not the part you want to say into the mic. But like during the season, I was just kind of scrolling on the internet, and I saw this like post someone was making on this rabbit forum, because we're bunny owners, and I browse rabbit-related content at home, apparently. And yeah, it's true.
Phil Rabbit.
This feels like a very
like,
safe
you know?
room. So someone was posting about their rabbit, though, and they said, this is my rabbit, and every so often someone asks me, how long do rabbits live? And it breaks my heart because he's about 11 to 14, and rabbits are supposed to live until they're like, or they're supposed to live until they're about like 11 to 14, and he's about 10 right now. And they just said, like, it's hard to answer these questions knowing that someday he's going to break my heart. And I just like felt the whole pandemic just like cut in half like a razor. And I was like, oh, that feels like sad. And I haven't felt anything for like a year and a half. Like that feels like something. And I just wrote it down, and like this was kind of the first little song that spiraled out of that, which just felt like this really beautiful gift for me as a songwriter who was just kind of hoping and waiting for something else to come up out of that garden. And we recorded it and kind of like haven't gotten around to releasing it until recently, but it just sort of worked out that about 4 months before we released it, our rabbit passed away. And it was an interesting thing to have a song in your back pocket that you recorded it and you couldn't even connect with it maybe as well as you could by the time it comes out. I know, I don't know if I was glad I had already sang it,
Yeah.
or privately wondering if I could have sang it a whole different way, but that's where we're at now. It's just sort of about this idea that there's a lot of things that can break our hearts and will break our hearts, and not all of them are bad. Some of them are worth accepting and leading into, and that is just part of it. And sometimes that's the best case scenario, that you get to be there long enough that it really, really hurts.
Yeah.
And that's where I find myself some days. And that's just what this song is about. Let's sing it.
Everybody here knows just how this one goes. You started out thinking that you didn't want to get that close. Do you go? Do you go? Do you go? Everybody here knows just how this one feels. Your heart begins to open and your head begins to reel. And it goes, and it goes, and it goes. And you and I are passengers who just can't stop the train, headed for the one goodbye that we can't bring ourselves to say. You see it coming for a long time, but you can't get out of the way. I know you're gonna break my heart someday. Everybody here knows just how this plays out. You wondered if you'd ever love anything that you could not live without. And now you know, now you know, now you know. But you and I are passengers who just can't stop the train, headed for the one goodbye that we can't bring ourselves to say. You see it coming for a long time, but you can't get out of the way. Oh, I know you're gonna break my heart someday. I'm gonna hold on until then. Make the most of every moment that we have until the end. When we go, 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 when we go. You and I are passengers who just can't stop the train, headed for the one goodbye that we can't bring ourselves to say. I've seen this coming for a long time, but I won't get out of the way. I know you're gonna break my heart. I know you're gonna break my heart. I know you're gonna break my heart someday.
I had a moment during that song where I was so glad Andrew's dog is still alive. I was thinking that would have been a lot. Okay, so I'm an out of towner. I'm very grateful for the chance to be invited to the local show, even though I don't live here. I'm here writing some songs, visiting my brother, and I got to sneak on. So thanks, thank you so much for that. I did want to bring you a song from the land of Colorado. We moved there 10 years ago, and it was right around this time, and I saw aspen trees for the very first time. And I had never, you read about the cool things to do in the state, and you're kind of like, it's probably overhyped, but we'll go check it out. So you make the mountain drive, and I was truly deeply moved. Like shimmering golden mountains was what I encountered, and I thought we had moved to heaven. And it was a powerful experience. And then I found out that's like a one weekend event, that it's like that. And then it goes back to very dry and very brown. And I was like, oh, it is overhyped, like I suspected. But we caught it just the right time. And as a songwriter, I've slowly learned, like, if just anything stands out to you or you feel moved or like you've noticed something, that's the cue to like do your job. And so I thought, okay, I've been moved. Let me just pull on this thread. It's probably harmless, probably nothing. But I'll pull on this experience of seeing the aspen trees. And where it turned was I started thinking, if I was an aspen tree, this is a very hippie thought, but if I was an aspen tree, I would hold on to the leaves longer than one weekend. That's what I thought. Imagine getting like the coolest outfit you've ever purchased in your life and having that and then just wearing it once. And I thought it stands out to me that they're so willing to let go. And it was a silly thought at first, and then God was like, bam, here I am. Joel, your relationship with blessing is incorrect. It got very intense very quickly. He sneaks up on you like that. And I started to realize, oh, if a good thing comes into my life, my habit is to hold on pretty tightly. Worry, potentially, that this might be the last good thing that ever happens to me. So this needs to do, like, really a lot. And that's the relationship I had with blessing, and it usually hurt the thing, can hurt myself, collateral damage. And so God used the aspen trees to invite me to be more like an aspen tree. And just that's the correct posture. Any good thing that comes into my life, just hold it like this. I tell this story, and being from Colorado, people assume marijuana was involved for this whole thought process. We just need to be more like trees. Right. No, it was a sober process. But this song has helped me out a lot, and I hope the same for you. It's called Turn to Gold. The aspen trees, their golden leaves, all have a song to sing. And I can't see any reason for them to lie about what the end will bring. What they believe, I'd like to know. I wanna live their story, 'cause my heart can hear their humble glow, telling me not to be afraid of letting go. And every leaf that falls will make them grow when they turn to gold. When they turn. Their autumn leaves are telling me the glory is not their own. And if you lay it down, one day it's coming back around after the winter snow. What they believe, I'd like to know. I wanna live their story, 'cause my heart can hear their humble glow, telling me not to be afraid of letting go. And every leaf that falls will make them grow when they turn to gold. When they turn. Come and see the nature of true royalty. The nature of true royalty. It's not having a golden crown. It's learning to lay it down. I'm learning not to be afraid of letting go. And everything we give will only grow when we turn to gold. When we turn to gold. When we turn to gold. When we turn to gold.
I love that song. You guys make me want to like make more music and also quit music at the same time. I won't, but this is a love song for my husband and Nashville. There was no marijuana in the making of this song. Ooh, here's where your life begins. Adventure's calling, all you wish starts when you step on the jet bridge. You board and then you're off. The world is waiting just for you, with beauty views and ethnic food. You'll remember what you do more than what it costs. I'm their target audience, so you should see my bucket list. It's yes to every chance I get. But when all is said and done, when I step off that plane, my favorite place to land is B&A. Ooh, backstage passes, post-show snacks, left my toothbrush, lost my bags, gifts and griefs I can't keep track. It's different every day, and I don't know how to say it yet. But when life's at its very best, we're cooking, laughing, paying rent. You don't get there by plane. That's why when all is said and done, when I step off that plane, my favorite place to land is B&A. Oh, I press my face against the panes. The sky's a sea of cloudy waves, and I can see the world below. Every random racing road, all lined with hearts the houses hold. And suddenly I feel alone and think of who is back at home. That's why when all is said and done, when I step off that plane, my favorite place to land, my favorite place to land is B&A.
because I can only play in one key. I work in a lot of times in my basement. My office is a studio, is an office, is also just sort of like a playroom with I work in a corner. And so I've got my like computer here where I'm doing like work, but I have like a keyboard, like a piano keyboard under it and sometimes when I'm on Zoom meetings that are kind of boring, I can mute things and sort of turn it up and they can't see my hands and I can just sort of like, and I just mess around and I'm like, yep, totally, yep, totally, yep, budgets, P&L statements, yes. And so I wrote a lot of this song in a Zoom meeting on Monday last week. Yeah, so I was going to play it. I was like, don't do that thing where you play a new song. Don't do that thing where you play a new song. But I'm going to do that thing. And so I challenged myself earlier this year to start writing on Substack. If you guys know what that is, so I do like a weekly newsletter thing where I'm trying to I just want to start. I'm writing less songs, but I want to be writing more, just writing. And so I write every week, and I've been trying to explore I've been really curious about this idea of because I work in the Christian music industry, and I sat in a lot of these like business meetings where I've learned that I'm not crazy when I feel like we don't sing a lot of varied songs. Like the business that the songs are pretty thin. Like not the songs are thin. Some of the songs are amazing. They really are. But the breadth of songs, the subject matter, what we are often fed, like the bookshelf is pretty narrow, if that makes sense. And like, oh, it is, and that's because it's a business, and they know how to sell these things to these people. And if you are those people, that's awesome that they can make those things for you. But if you are other people, or you are curious about other things, there are other songs. And so I've been kind of researching what other kinds of songs have people in the church sung over the last 2,000 years. And it's been like kind of amazing. I've just loved it. And so I've been writing about these other kinds of songs, and I've had so much fun. It's the nerdiest thing. But as I was on this Zoom meeting, half paying attention, all the things that I've been studying sort of colliding in my head, and the things that were happening in the Zoom meeting also. And then all of a sudden, I was just like, oh. And so I can only play in C. I don't know if I can sing in C. I also don't know if this is any good, but I'm going to play it. All right. Let's see. I'm going to hold on. Oh, yeah, that's fine. All right. This is just a song about Exodus and exile. It's been years of walking, and our feet are sore. Years of waiting upon you, Lord. While we're listening to hear your voice, we hold our sorrow and we still rejoice. Rejoice. Every night will break in day. Rejoice. We're not home, but we're on our way. We're
our way. We're on our way. Moses led your people to the promised land. From the hill he saw but could not walk in. If that's the kind of song you have for me, would you fill my heart and lungs so I could sing? Rejoice, every night will break in day. Rejoice, we're not home, but we're on our way. We're on our way. We're on our way. Would you sing that with me? We're on our way. We're on our way. You've gone before us to prepare. I got from here. Place. No one will stop us at the city gates. We'll finally fall into your warm embrace and feel what we've been hoping for. Feel what we've been hoping for. Take it, Walker. Hey, will you give it up for Walker Owsley? Yet here the ground's still barren, and the skies don't change. You've sent few miracles, I've seen no rain. But in all my trying too hard, getting it wrong, my only rest is in your will be done. Rejoice, every night will break in day. Rejoice, we're not home, but we're on our way. Rejoice, every night will break in day. Rejoice, we're not home, but we're on our way. Here we go. We're on our way. We're on our way. We're on our way. Keep going. We're on our way. We're on our way. Yeah, thanks.
I'm so glad you did play a new song.
Oh man, well this will be our last song for the night. We've just had such a great time with you guys. I want to thank the Rabbit Room for having us out to the local show once again. Yeah. They didn't block the door quick enough. So I want to thank Skye and Joel and Andy too for just blessing us with presents and sharing songs. It's always such a treat to be here playing music. I'll do a quick commercial. I know it's like the time I'm allowed to break the rules, I think. Do a quick commercial. we do a songwriters group that meets here in Northwood Manor. Can you just do a quick hand up if you're a part of that group, if you've come ever? Yeah. So if you want a group of songwriters to connect with in Nashville, talk to anyone whose hand just did that really quick. We meet on Wednesday nights. We'll be back here tomorrow night, hanging out, just talking about songwriting and hopefully making everyone feel a bit more normal about what it is that we do. And it's been a really special thing, so I just wanted to say that if you're in the room looking for other songwriters, we're in the city. Come find us. Come talk. One of the things that we talk about there is just sometimes there's all these different ideas about songwriting, and I think one time we were saying, can you imagine being like the kind of band that has that song that like every time you play a show, you know everybody just wants you to play that song. Like if you're Billy Joel, everyone's like, but he's gonna play piano, man. Like he's gonna do it. It's not even a question. Like how do you show up night after night after night and just like sing that song with like conviction? And I don't have a song like that. Nobody's asking me to play anything I've written night after night after night. But the way I like to think about it is I like to say, well, if I was going to a party and everyone was bringing food and someone said, Chris, are you going to bring that buffalo chicken dip that you always bring? And I thought, ugh, I've eaten so much of that dip, I can't eat another bite. But everybody there really likes it. I guess I'll bring it and just be really happy that there's a room full of people somewhere that really want to eat this dip I make. I think that's how I would have to think about it. Just having this sweet idea that you've been a part of something that someone else is still really excited about, long after you're just like, I can't do it anymore. And I say all that just to say that I know that there's someone in the room that would like to hear something that we have to sing tonight. And so this is a song for our friend Rachel Mader, who is just a dear friend of ours. And she shared with us privately that she really liked when we sang this song at a gathering of friends. And that's what the song is for. It's called The Parting Glass. And it's just a song to sing at the end of a gathering of friends. And that's just what we're going to leave you with tonight.
It is a folk song.
Good
It's
song.
not a song that we've written.
No, we didn't write the song. It's very old, from Scotland somewhere. Does someone have an E minor? A lot of trust going on here. I hope that was... Cool.
Of all the money that ever I had, I spent it in good company, and of all the harm that ever I've done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. And of all the comrades that ever I had, they're sorry for my going away. And of all the sweethearts that ever I had, they would wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I must go and you must not, I'll gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be with you all. But since it falls unto my lot that I must go and you must not, I'll gently rise
and softly call. Good night and joy be with you all.
The final song for me. Then we get to hear Skye. Thank God we get to hear Skye one more time. Skye put out a record like a couple weeks ago. Can we clap for that, everybody? It is very good. Okay, the last song you have all these thoughts of like, okay, I'm going to keep it concise. Thank you to you all. Thanks for listening. This community has blessed me and my family from afar for a while, and just that you guys celebrate songs and give, list time and attention. Those are some of the most valuable things, and the fact that you're giving that to us so kindly, I really do appreciate it. A listening room is just an incredible gift, and you don't realize it's an exchange. I know we have microphones, and it feels like but there's let's see, here we go with the hippie stuff again. It's more of an exchange than people realize, though, and as a songwriter, you get the chance to, I feel like I have access to more as you sense a room that's listening. So can you clap for yourselves? Thank you. Thanks for listening. And to anybody who's doing a lot of work behind the scenes to kind of make this happen, thank you. I think my kids are watching this on a computer at home, so I just need to say, children, I love you forever, but it is bedtime right after this. And your mother needs you to go to sleep. I'm trying to make eye contact somewhere, which must be creepy for them. All right, last song. I put out an album over a year ago, and I'm going to leave you with the opening track of the album so that if you feel curious, you then have to go discover the rest. This song was about, we've heard live every day like it's your last, that sort of, rah-rah. I've come to prefer live every day like it's your first, because it's just a little more exciting that way, I would say. And I was having a day like that, just trying to be a little more aware of everything, and then a sunset's happening, and you think, okay, yeah, maybe this has been misbranded as romantic and inspiring and beautiful, but if this was the first one, I do not think I would handle that experience very well. I think I would be to myself just saying, this is fine, this is gonna be fine. So that's kind of the strange little songwriter thought that started a whole album. And it's a song called Lost for Now. Can you imagine the panic at the first sunset? Down on your knees, begging it not to go. Why would you warm up my heart and my skin just to leave me alone? In the end, I truly don't know how to make it now that you're gone. Why do you take leaving my heart on a limb just to see how it breaks? Feels like everything is lost till you hold me, saying it's only lost for now. Can you imagine the joy 11 hours later? There's a chorus of birds teaching me how to sing.
Hard to believe all the people I see, brighter today than they were in my dreams. I hear the notes of my pain, and you're making a song. Why do you take leaving my heart on a limb like it's some kind of game? Feels like everything is lost till you hold me, saying it's only lost for now. It's hard to believe what you say, hard to believe what you say, but I wanna believe when you say that it's all coming back one day. You guys wanna sing that maybe? Good job, everybody. Thank you so much.
Guys, I'm sad this is over. Thanks so much for being here, you guys. Will you all give these artists one big hand? I've done a Kickstarter, and I know how hard and also how exciting it is. So, like, for real, go support it. It matters, and literally all of these people are just so good, and they're like really tangible ways to like support. And there's a merch table, but also like following on Instagram and Spotify, like those things like really help. It's not just like, yeah, we're not just saying that, like it really helps. So if y'all are in a place where that feels comfortable, that would be really awesome. Here's what happens whenever you book a co-write with Andy Gullahorn. You put it on the calendar, and you mark off three hours, and you drive to his house, and you go in his cool little studio, and then you talk about faith and God for all 3 hours, and then you forget to even pick up the guitar and forget to write a song, and then you get in your car and you drive away, and then your phone lights up, and you see a 3.5-minute demo from Andy Gullahorn of the whole song. And that's how this song was written. And it's funny that I have a co-write, or like a split on this song, because I barely wrote it. And but it was basically, we just had this long talk about this fear of like kind of falling behind in faith. And I think in the Nashville bubble, or at least in the Christian bubble that I'm in, it's easy to feel like people are ahead of you in this like the race that is set before us. And I just think God is kind and a lot more patient than we give him credit for. And that's a lot of what my new record is about. And this is how I think I want people to experience the record is to leave feeling like God is close and kind and patient with us all. So I think so, right? See? Okay. Also, hey, can we give it up for Diana Dockery? I sent her that B&A song like last night, and she just crushed it. And we've been on a tour this whole fall together, and she's just been amazing. So hire her for all your piano needs. When you close your eyes to pray, and your mind starts drifting off, do you feel a little shame, like you're getting something wrong? There's a way you're supposed to be. that you haven't figured out. And if any of this is real, then you should be there by now. God isn't no worry. You can take your time, trusting that the process is part of the design. He loves you where you are, not where you should be. God is in no hurry. When you step inside the church, you see their hands held high. Do you wonder what they heard? Why you can't feel that fire? So either it's all pretend, just emotion all stirred up, or some deficiency within you, like you're not spiritual enough. God is in a hurry, and you can take your time, trusting that the process is part of the design. He loves you where you are, not where you should be. God is in no hurry. You could try and force yourself into being what you're not. You could dress your doubt up well in the Sunday best that you've got. But I don't think God above has to be so hard to find, 'cause He's in the things you love. So linger there a while, 'cause God is in no hurry, and you can take your time, trusting that the process is part of the design. Oh, following the crumbs of what makes you come alive. Well, He loves you where you are, not where you should be. God is in no hurry. Oh, He loves you as you are, not as you should be. God is in no hurry. Thanks, y'all.
Skye Peterson, Diana Dockery, Joel Ansett, Wild Harbors, Andrew Osenga, Walker Owsley. Thanks for being here, everybody.